BORTLE here, and whoa, welcome to the channel, everyone. And more importantly, my goodness, check out my guest today, the longest reigning North American national champion in history, guys, Dakota Angeloff. Koty, what's up, man? Welcome to the channel again.
Thank you for inviting me on here, BORTLE. I really appreciate it. I'm doing pretty good. Just came off of the second place at the Remote Duel Invitational here. How about you? How are you doing?
Oh, I'm doing swell, man. It felt like a full weekend of just watching Yu-Gi-Oh! I've seen several of your matches, a little bit of the one from day one, so I was pretty psyched that you made day two, cheering you on there.
Yeah, it was pretty fun though. I like the Remote Duel setup that they gave us. Like being able to invite like the 16 players that they did and actually bring a competitive environment while also playing with like the real cards instead of online was actually very refreshing.
Nice. Man, it's been a while since doing like an actual live deck profile because of the whole, pandemic everyone's in right now.
Yeah, it's been forever. Like I don't even know how to do deck profiles anymore, guys.
But yeah, with this being said, this was the pretty much the biggest premiere event of its kind in many, many months.
Yeah, like I said, it was a really awesome experience though.
Nice. Well, before we jump into the actual deck profile, would you like to do some shout outs, man?
Yes, I have a lot of shout outs. So first shout out. Let me grab this. Guys. Shout out to Luxury Gaming. Luxury Gaming. We host online tournaments, and we also hold bigger events such as like YCS type events. We host these about once a month. If you guys are itching to play Yu-Gi-Oh again, or if you just haven't heard of us, definitely check us out on Facebook. We host tournaments daily. We host all different types of tournaments, whether it be rogue format tournaments, old ban list tournaments, or even current formats for everyone that's wanting to pretty much get back in, play again without actually having to buy cards. Second, I want to give a shout out to my Twitch. I stream on Twitch Monday through Friday every day. My Twitch handle is twitch.tv/Koty Angeloff. I I provide very informative, competitive gameplay and knowledge, and pretty much my main motive for the channel is I just want people to get better. I like helping people out, and I just want you guys to get better. And the last one, I offer a coaching service as well, guys. For anyone that doesn't know me or any of my accomplishments, I have 20 tops right now. I got fourth place at the last World Championship, further in any American in recent times. And yeah, the if you guys are interested, just hit me up on Facebook or even just come into my Twitch chat and pretty much hit me up and be like, "Hey, I am interested in coaching." But yeah, that's about all the shout outs.
Oh God, yes, and that's the same luxury gaming that's hosting the LCSs.
Yes, we are the ones that are hosting the LCSs. That is correct.
Oh man, that online format is strong. So again, guys, for all that information, check out the description down below and show Koty some love. Yeah, without further ado, let's take it away, Koty.
All right, guys. So I played Adamancipator. I think is definitely the best deck right now until Block Dragon gets hit. And by hit, I mean banned because at one, it's still going to be the best deck. Uh, if not, then I'm just wanting to play Infernoble. But until this guy is here, while this guy is here, this deck is definitely going to be the best deck, and that's why I chose to play it, guys, for you guys. So first off, I played Block Dragon, 3 of this, best card in the game right now. If you open this card, you win.
Oh, wow.
Uh, Next, I have 3 Analyzer, um, 3 Seeker, and also 3 Researcher. These are your starters and extenders of the deck. These are the cards that you want to open up with. If you don't know what these cards do, they all have the effect to excavate 5 once per turn, and to special summon a non-tuner rock monster among those 5 cards. Level 4 or lower, though. So yeah, these are the best cards. Also, they're all tuners, so you can make your Neofiber plays. Next, I play Angel Trumpeter and Beta. These cards are for unexpected die. I've seen a lot of people stop playing this package and replace it with the Miracle Rupture cards. Um, I prefer these because Miracle Die, I think, is the best extender in the deck. It can either get you a rock or it can get you a tuner, and also it gives you extra earth to fill to pretty much fill your grave with for block dragon fodder. Also, it makes Link Spider pretty good. Next for the rock monsters, I play 2 Supplier and 3 Guardian. So a lot of people do not like this card, Supplier, and to all those people, I think that you're wrong. I think this card is insane. Every single person is playing Gamma right now. If you're not playing Gamma, you're going to get blown out by all the combo decks. This card is one of the ways that you can fight through a Gamma. As for anyone that watched the Remote Duel Invitational, my analyzer guy gammaed against Jesse, and whenever he gammaed it, I was able to summon my Supplier and then triple tactics his Gamma and then proceed with my plays and pretty much do my full combo. So this pretty much replaced the Medolce Petting Cessor. Also, it searches for Guardian as well. So, for instance, if you hit like a Doki Doki layer in the combo, you have something to discard off of it. Also, it gives you a free Earth for Block Dragon. Next, I have 3 Tiny Spirit Adhara. This card, what this guy does is if I don't control any effect monsters on my side of the field, I can special summon him from my hand once per turn. So he's an Earth monster. He's also a tuner monster. For anyone that doesn't know, if you can make Neofiber, you have your whole board, which is going to be Apollosis, Savage Herald, and all of those broken monsters. So pretty much this is just a free extender to make Neofiber with, and he's also an Earth monster. Next, I only play 2 Doki. So whenever I was building the deck, whenever I added Supplier to the deck, I saw myself bricking on like a lot of these these rock non-tuner cards, such as like Doki, Guardian, and all that. Doki, I only want to see this card off my excavations with my miners, so I didn't really want to play more. And also, in my combo, I don't make Reptile a tuner, so he's not as important as in other builds. Next, I play 2 Tackle Crusader. This is your way to out cards like, for instance, in the Remote Duel Invitational, this card outs Lost World, it outs Floodgates. It can Book and Moon Savage, it can Book and Moon Herald, it can Book and Moon the Conductor Tyranno. Pretty much, if it's a boss monster and it's not a Link monster, this guy can deal with it. Also, against Infernobles, you can return like Oliver or the Ogier if it's giving you a problem. So I highly recommend playing this guy over Gateblocker. Next, I just play the Gigantes just to search off of the Block Dragon. For my tuner, I summon off of Neofiber. I play O-Lion. No, I don't play the Auroradon combo. I just summon this off of Neofiber. Next, I have my Hand Trap lineup. So going into this event, I thought that I didn't want to pretty much lose the die roll and then not be able to play at all. So I wanted to play more hand traps than the normal build. So I decided to elect to play 9, which are going to be the 3 Imperm. I play 3 Nib, and I also play the 3 Gamma and the Driver. I think that Gamma and Imperm are the best hand traps in the game right now, simply because Imperm doesn't get hit by talents, and you can't get it dolphined. Same thing with Gamma. It does get hit by talents, but this card gets rid of the monster and also negates the effect. And then with my last hand trap, I chose to play Nib just because that I wanted to have a blowout hand trap. Yes, decks are going to be able to play through Nib a lot, but no deck is going to be able to play through Nib and Imperm or Nib and Gamma. So I thought that this hand trap was the best hand trap to see with another hand trap as well. Also, it could definitely hold its own against certain lines of play that my opponents did, and also certain matchups. So that's why I elected to play these 9 hand traps specifically.
Real quick question about the Nibiru. How did it feel when you activated it against Sam in the finals? You sucked up all 5 of his dinosaurs and that boozy token on your field, right?
Right. So it was actually interesting. I didn't know if he had banished his Dolka yet or not, or if he was going to search for his Conductor or Miscellaneous. So I actually kind of played like some sort of a mind game against him. Cause like I kept asking, if you guys go back and rewatch, I kept asking So you have Miscellaneous and Giant Rex in the graveyard, right? Doing this, I wanted to provoke him to pretty much summon his UCT early before making his Dolka, or use his Miscellaneous in his grave to banish the Giant Rex, so that it would put him at a 5 summon, at his 5th summon, to be able to nib him. So I definitely think that nib was he overperformed this weekend, because a lot of people have actually cut this card, at least from the main deck, and this card caught a lot of people off guard, especially whenever I played against Shu, since I think I was the only one main decking nib this weekend.
Oh, that should do a lot of work against Dragon Link. Yeah.
Yeah, it definitely did a lot of work against him, especially as I said before. I opened it paired with, I can't remember if it was Imperm or Gamma, but I paired it with another hand trap as well, which made him end his turn. And then the last cards, I played 3 die, best extender in the deck, in my opinion. And then 3 tactical talents. So I've got a lot of hate about playing this card, honestly. So I think this card is probably the best card out of Rise of the Duelist. The reason being is, now that the format's shifting again, a lot of people are starting to play more hand traps in their deck. As you saw, Sam was playing Ash and Gamma in his deck. Jesse in top 4, he was playing Baylor, he was playing Ash, he was playing Gamma. Pretty much more ways to trigger this talent. And also, the way that I think about this card, right, is if I don't think that one Imperm is ever going to stop me from doing my combo. So they're going to have to pair it with either another Imperm or a Gamma or another hand trap like that. Whereas if I have triple tactics in my hand, that's going to be another extender. It's going to let me draw cards, or even if I don't need the extenders, it's going to be a pointer of the Red Lotus for me. So definitely a very, very good card this weekend. I do not regret playing 3 of this card.
Oh yeah, you definitely did a lot of work with it, especially the taking the opponent's monster effect.
Right, this is probably the best card that to deal with Gamma. Simply because whenever they Gamma you, they put a tuner themselves on the board. And like I said before, like, all you need to do to make your full board is Needle Fiber. And this pretty much makes it so you have a tuner whenever they Gamma you. So yeah, I definitely think this card is amazing. But yeah, that was my main deck for the event. Anyone that's watching that follows my Twitch, I highly advocate for 39 to 40 cards, but this weekend I played 44. Simply because the reason why, I know I'm going to get a lot of hate for this, but the reason why is because I got my deck like 10 minutes before round 1, and I didn't have enough time to cut cards on my deck. Because initially I was going to cut these, and I don't remember, I think I was going to cut a nib from my deck to make it 40. But I didn't have enough time, I didn't have enough testing, so I just decided to just play these cards on my deck. And thankfully I didn't cut them, because they definitely made a huge impact on my games this weekend. Next, I'll get into the extra deck for you guys. You guys are going to be asking, like, what he doesn't play certain cards, and trust me, I'll explain them, I promise. So first, I know I'm going to get nibbed sometime in the tournament, so you gotta have that token, you feel. So for my extra deck, I play 1 Link Cross, 1 Link Spire. A lot of people don't like this card, simply because you don't have to use it in the deck, but I think that being able to special summon Angel Trumpeter or Beta for whenever you draw them is very, very good. And for the combo that I do, I want to make Union Carrier on top in the extra monster zone instead of in the main monster zone. So, and you have to play Link Spire to do that. Next, I play IP. I didn't really know what else to play instead of IP. This was like my 15th card. I was playing Excite on night before, and I was also playing Phoenix before, but IP just seemed to do better in like a few more cases than those cards. So I just ended up deciding to play IP.
Well, did you wish it was a Phoenix in your last round?
I kind of did. I do wish it was a Phoenix, because I would have been able to Book of Moon the Pankratops and get rid of the Lost World as well. Where, as you saw, I had to make Cerberus and then bounce the Lost World to his hand. So yeah, I kind of do wish it was Phoenix, but it's fine. It was just one scenario, and I think IP was better over the weekend. Next, I play Union Carrier, just get block access. I play the best extra deck monster in the game right now, Needle Fiber. One Cerberus because he's a Earth. He's better than Phoenix. One Unicorn. Because I play IP, this card comes out a lot on my opponent's turn for extra interruption. Also, it deals with floodgates. Next, I play Apollosa. Another one of the very big cards in the extra deck right now. Best card to end on, I believe so. After Savage. I play Access Code. I'll talk about this card later because a lot of people were giving me hate about this. So I'll explain this after I get done revealing the extra deck. Next I play Granite and Dweller. These are the only rank 4s I play. I think they're the best cards. I think Dweller is the best out to Dark Ruler No More. I don't play the Buster Lock. I think it's overkill. I think Dweller pretty much accomplishes the same thing as the Buster Lock does, while not having to play a card in my main deck for it. Next I play Marcher, Herald, Raptite, and Savage. So, just now that I've revealed my entire extra deck, everyone's like, yo, where's the Dragite at? Where's your Water Dragon at? Like, you have to play that card, right? So for me, I was never summoning that card at all. Like, it didn't come up in my turn one board. When I went second, I would just make Access Code because he was a lot more accessible than Dragite was. He was a lot less specific, which I liked a lot about it. Yeah, everyone tries to argue with me like you need to play Dragite. I don't see a reason. Hasn't come up yet. Maybe when Dragun comes out, maybe I will play Dragite then. But until then, I don't know. Even though Dragun comes out, I'm still probably going to play without Dragite because I don't think I need to play it. But yeah, this was the extra deck. Extra deck was very good. Didn't need Dragite. Didn't. I kind of wish I had the Phoenix in my last match, but that didn't really come up that much throughout the day. But yeah, that was the extra deck that I played. For the side deck, I played the best side deck card in the game right now. For anyone that watched the stream, you saw Sam open this card like every single game. This card needs to be banned. I think this card is insanely broken. Next, I played 2 Droplets. I don't really like this card that much, but it was a lot better than the other options I was considering. I don't really use it as like a Dark Ruler type card like people assume. I use it more as a defensive type card where I will get rid of like cards in my hand on my opponent's turn to negate effects rather than trying to use it to break boards. Next I played 2 Twin Twister. I think this card's better than Cosmic Cyclone for sure. This card pretty much this card gets rid of 2 cards instead of 1. That's why I play it. Next, I played the most diverse card in my side deck. 3 Lightning Storm. I think this card's crazy good. As you saw against Jesse, this card's a blowout paired with my droplets whenever he activates Sanctum, and pretty much just again this card is always going to be a negate. Like, this card is always going to be a negate, so you can play with your other cards.
Oh, speaking of Jesse's match, how did it feel when you lightning stormed his back row in that one game?
Oh, so I knew that he played Sanctum because I played against someone. I played against Furman earlier, and he was playing Sanctum. I knew that I had droplets in my hand, so I thought it was fine whenever he activated it. But he had 2 hand traps as well to pair with it. Yeah, he had a very good hand. If he didn't have one of those hand traps, I was going to be able to OTK him through all of his cards.
Okay, and I like to mention that I'm kind of getting blinded over here. All these starlights over here, you know.
Yo, shout out to Pac though. Honestly, Pac sent me the lightning storms, the Apollosa, the IP, the triple tactics. Like, thank you, Pac. And for a lot of other reasons that I don't want to say on camera, thank you, Pac. I really appreciate you, and I love you, buddy. Thank you. Next for my side deck, 3 Dark Ruler. This card breaks the rock board. That's all there is to say about it. I like this card a lot. This is the best card to beat combo decks going second. Even though against Infernoble, they'll rip it out of your hand. If you draw as your 6th card, you're in a good position. And it can also pair really well with other cards like hand traps that you draw for your 6th card. the last cards. I played the red reboot. Best card against back row decks. And 3-pointer. I couldn't play exchange in the remote duel, so I had to play this card instead.
Oh wow! I wonder how exchange would have worked out.
Yeah, they were not having any of that because I was like, yo, I actually play exchange. Like, please, can I play this card? They're like, no. I'm like, fine, I'll play a pointer instead. Cards that pretty much made it so you would be able to do like alter your field with these blank cards to show possession of them is how they mitigated that.
Well, sweet. Any final thoughts, man?
Once again, if you guys haven't yet, definitely subscribe to BORTLE. Give me a follow on my Twitch. Definitely check out the Luxury Facebook page, and also check out my content for coaching. My coaching service. Take notes.
And if BORTLE Nation, if you're not a part of BORTLE Nation, sub for BORTLE. It's that easy and it's free. Oh God, yes.
Oh God, yes.
There you go. So congrats on making it to the finals, Koty.
Thank you.
BORTLE out.